All right, here we go. Dang it. Hey everyone, this is Brandon with Concealed Nation, and today we have a review on a holster that a lot of people know about and are very familiar with, and it's made by a company called Crossbreed. And in front of us here we have a Crossbreed SuperTuck Deluxe holster that's meant for a Glock 27, Glock 26, and so on. As you can see, it has quite a bit of wear. This is one that I've been using for the better part of probably 4 years now. So as a comparison, just really quick here, what it looks like without a whole lot of wear. You can see the start here of the slide making an imprint on there. But the leather, this is horsehide, looks a lot different than it does on this one that's been used quite a bit. So a little bit about Crossbreed. Crossbreed holsters has been around. It was started in 2005 and quickly became one of the top holster manufacturers for the inside the waistband leather / Kydex setups. They are extremely popular now. Most people know the name Crossbreed. They're familiar with it. They're familiar with the quality. And their reputation overall is very, very good. So let's get into some of the basics here. We're going to move the 27 off to the side. So we have a leather Kydex holster with 2 metal clips. Move it in frame there. This leather here, again, is the horsehide. You have the option for the standard cowhide. The horsehide is an upgrade. It's about $15. Well worth the investment as far as I'm concerned. It combats moisture better than the cowhide does. It feels nicer on the skin, I think, and I like the color better besides the black. So this particular holster comes with the combat cut here. I don't have a standard cut available to show you, but basically the leather comes on the standard cut or around this way. It covers the grip of the firearm, so it's not as easy to draw. And this way you have this area on the back open, so then when you reach down to draw, you don't have to get your thumb in between the leather and the firearm. You have to get your thumb in between your body and the firearm, which makes drawing a lot easier without that piece of leather there. Now the shell on here is not removable. It has 3 rivets on each side, so you are not able to remove it yourself. This also does not allow you to change the retention. However, Crossbreed ships with the same retention for each of their holsters. It's kind of what they feel is the perfect amount of retention, and I agree. I think it's absolutely perfect, and I wouldn't adjust it if it were adjustable. It's just enough to keep the firearm in. If you are moving around a lot, if you're running, it's not going to pop out, but it's not too tight, so the draw is still nice and smooth. You can actually hear it lock when it goes in, and that's it actually locking in there. So it's not, so it's good. It's not going to come out. Now, one quick note about the retention for the Kydex. While it's shipped with a certain amount of retention, it is adjustable to a certain extent. They will provide you with instructions on how to, it's a heating process for the Kydex, so you are able to adjust the retention to your liking. Now, as far as ride height and the CANT goes, those are adjustable. So if we look on the back here, we have 4 holes on each side. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is where you can adjust your ride height as well as the cant. So if you want this to ride higher in the pants, lower in the pants, you're able to do that, and you can also adjust the cant either way for whatever is most comfortable for you. I have 3 Crossbreeds actually. This is the only one that I've changed the default settings, I guess. When it was shipped, each of these clips was positioned in the second from the bottom, and I moved this one here up 1. So we went from this type of cant to this. So it just angles my firearm a little more toward the front. It's just easier for me to draw, and it's also more comfortable for me when I sit. It kind of puts the firearm in the perfect position for my daily activities. With each of the holsters, you have the standard metal clips that come with the Crossbreed emblem there, if you can see that. It's kind of their trademark. So aside from the metal clips, they have 2 other options available at a little additional cost. One is the V-clips, and the V-clips, I apologize I don't have either of them to show you, but I can explain them to you. The V-clips have a piece of Velcro that actually gets attached to the back side of your belt, and then in the top portion of the clip is the other part that, and that's where it attaches to it. So it allows for deeper concealment. You can't see anything pretty much. And then the other option they have are the J-clips, and the J-clips go behind the belt and just kind of loop around the bottom of the belt and come up just a little bit. So as when you draw your firearm, your belt and your pants aren't coming up with it. With the J-clip, it does put the weight of the holster on your pants instead of the belt. So depending on your setup and your body type, I guess, the J-clip may not be the best option for you. The standard clips, the standard metal clips go around, normally around the belt. Your belt is going to go right through here. The only thing that you can see is the clip when you have this in. If you are tucking in your shirt, the clip is the only thing that's going to be visible. Some people have a problem with that. I don't necessarily. I've worn tucked in shirts with these holsters before, and you know, who's going to say anything really? And if they do, they probably know that you're wearing a Crossbreed holster, and they're probably going to be like, hey, nice Crossbreed, I have the same thing. So I wouldn't worry about it. Most people that don't carry, they're not even going to notice the clips are exposed, and even if they do, they're likely not going to understand what they are and why they're there. Now the Crossbreed holsters do come with a lifetime warranty, so if there are ever any defects due to the craftsmanship, send it back. They will replace it and probably won't ask you a whole lot of questions. They also offer a try it free guarantee. So once you receive the holster, you have 2 weeks to try it out. And if it's not for you, you send it back, and what they'll do is they'll buy it back from you. So they're going to give you a refund. And then again, even after the 2-week try it free period, still carries a lifetime warranty, and they're going to repair or replace it as long as you own it if it fails you in any way under normal use. Now I'm just going to do a quick comparison here. This holster is molded to my body. You see the contour there. So if we were to flatten this down, that's the width of the whole rig here. So this one here is Crossbreed's Mini Tuck. It has the same features as the SuperTuck Deluxe. It's just smaller. So this one here happens to be for Springfield XDS. As you can see, there's hardly any wear at all to it. I haven't used it all that much because I just received it. So if we flatten this bottom one down here, you can see the size difference here. So this edge right here is at the edge of the bottom holster there. So There's a good 3/4 of an inch of leather on the bottom one than there is on here. Now they don't make this smaller version of it for every firearm. This is for the smaller firearms, like the XDS, you know, your Glock 42. They're going to use this mini holster. Now the XDS, you can get this size for the XDS, but you can't get a Glock 27 version of the small one. It doesn't work that way. So, but if you go to their website, they tell you all of the different options for the firearms. You select which holster you want, go through the list of firearms, pair them up, and then choose your options. So these holsters, this one here I'm just going to talk about. The base price for this holster as of this video is $69.75, and then you can add any of the options they want on top of that, such as the combat cut, which I recommend, and if you want the horsehide instead of the cowhide, which is also an upgrade that I would recommend. It's like a firearm. You spend a lot of money on a firearm that works, that's reliable, that you're going to keep for years to come, the rest of your life. I think the same thing holds true for the holster. Don't skimp out on what you choose. Get something that's going to be comfortable for you. Don't worry about spending the extra money, because for the crossbreeds, it's worth it, and you're going to get what you pay for. These holsters are going to last forever. And again, if you do have any problems with it, they'll take it back, they'll swap it out, whatever you need to do. They're going to make sure that you're happy with your purchase. So guys, that's about it for this review. Be sure to check us out on Facebook at facebook.com/ccwnation, and you can also visit our website at www.concealednation.org. Stay tuned for more reviews and articles, and we hope to see you soon.